Chevel Shepherd is our champion. Oh my God, you guys. I was not expecting this. Before we get into her winning The Voice this season, we have 2 nights of performances to talk about, so don't go away.
You're tuned in to AfterBuzz TV, the ESPN of TV talk. Now, let the buzz begin.
Hey, Chevel Shepherd.
Run them bands up. Chevy? That's the nickname.
This song is called Champions because tonight we have crowned a champion
Honor the champion
of The Voice. You guys, it's a big day. Like I said, we have 2 great nights of performances, totally packed. We had a 2-hour finale. We had 3 performances each from each of the 4 finalists last night. Before we get into it, I'm Steph Sabraw, and I'm joined by the lovely Sierra Stafford.
Yes, hey guys, it's me. We're about to get into it, guys. It's crazy.
You guys should have seen us watching it. We watch it live, obviously, so we have a lot of thoughts to discuss. We've been waiting to get this off of our chest this entire time. So we'll first start with last night's performances. We'll hit tonight's performances, the crown being given, and just our thoughts and some news and gossip for you guys. So let's start it off with last night. I thought it'd be easiest if we just go through each contestant and then each of their 3 performances. So it was actually a really cool night. I loved how they had it. They had a solo performance where they just sang a song of their choice, and then they had a coach duet, and then they had an original song, which was awesome. I love that. Let's go with my favorite, Kennedy Holmes. Team J Hud. Her solo was Confident by Demi Lovato, and this was actually her last song of the night, but she killed it. It was such a high note. It showcased her range, her personality, and that creative sense that she has that I think a lot of the other contestants don't have at her level yet, which is ironic because she is the youngest finalist ever. What did you think of this performance?
I agree. I think it was one of my favorites from her from the entire season, and it really showcased what she can really do, which we already know what she can do, but she really brought it, and I love that we saw her true artistry. When they're in the studio, I was like, she is an artist. She can do this in her sleep. So we just love Kennedy, though. We're not surprised at her greatness.
Even after this performance, J Hud compared her to the actual Queen of Queens, Beyonce. I mean,
I think that's not a bad thing. I don't think, because Kennedy's great. B is great. Of course, now they're on 2 different levels of great, but they're both great.
Yeah, no, I think it's a massive compliment. What?
Yeah,
of course, it's a massive compliment. Obviously, Beyonce's just in a league of her own from any artist ever. Other than Michael Jackson. You know.
We're always here.
Yeah. But to get that at that age from another great, J Hud herself, is amazing, and I think it just shows how
she's good. She's
unstoppable.
Yeah, and only 14. Crazy.
Then they had the coach duet. They sang "Home" from The Wiz. This is such a unique choice, and I really think that this allowed her to hit that big, dramatic, kind of deep tones, and it was a really sensitive performance, and I loved it.
And sometimes I used to be afraid to hear Jennifer sing with her contestant because she has such a powerful voice, and I'm thinking, okay, I hope she doesn't overpower them. But Kennedy's stands up there with her, and it's just unmatched. It's wow, she's done this before. I love me some little Kennedy.
And I thought the stage setups for all the performances this week were just even more up than last week.
The background dancers,
yeah,
everything.
In her solo performance, the Confident one, I forgot to mention, that was just so awesome seeing this young, beautiful black woman singing this song, and I felt like all 3 of Kennedy's performances were focused on this confidence and this self-love. That was, I feel how does that make you feel in particular?
Because we saw last 2 episodes that Jennifer pulled that out of her once she got that playful song, be your age, you're 13, you don't have to sing, Whitney Houston all the time, be yourself. And so I think when she got that tip of advice, that's when we saw the whole new, Kennedy always been good, but we saw a whole nother different side of Kennedy. We saw the dancing Kennedy, the popping, locking Kennedy.
Yeah, I like that confidence.
The confident 14-year-old. She's beautiful.
And then her solo, this was my favorite solo. I know a lot of the reviews were saying Chris Kroeze's solo was the most like radio ready, but I really think this solo was so amazing to me. And it fit her style and her young personality, but in a way that was also relatable to people like who are our age and older. And, and this was the performance that Hudson was talking about how professional she is. And she really is.
Did y'all not see her in the studio? If you haven't watched it, go watch her. She's just like, she's been here before. I kid you, she's been here before. And to be so young and have so much poise, it's like, where did you grow? Like, how? Like, I don't understand.
I need to speak with your parents, Kennedy.
Literally, like, she's so mature. Like, when she's our age, she's going to be done for. Like, she's just already there.
Agreed. So it was just an amazing performance, and that was another one where she just really brings life to everything.
Everything. Young B.
Young B.
Young B.
And next up, let's talk about Kirk Jay, Team Blake Shelton. Actually, I just found out yesterday. I don't know how I just found this out. I was calling my mom, and she was watching the finale at the same time as me. And I called her during a commercial break because I had a question. She's like, "Are you watching The Voice?" And I was like, "Mom, I covered The Voice." Like, what?
Do I?
She's like, "Kirk Jay, wow!" Like, she loves Kirk Jay. I didn't know she loved him so much. She's like, his original song. Like, are you kidding me? She has like this little. She speaks 3 languages, so she has this little accent. Are you kidding me? But I feel her. His solo I really liked. He's saying "I Won't Let Go" by Rascal Flatts, and I just thought this was an amazing song choice for him. It played to his strengths well. It allowed him to tap into those emotional lyrics that he really hits, and I just think he's a standout.
What I felt most beautiful after the performance when Blake said, "Welcome to the country family." I was like, I felt that welcome. He wasn't even talking to me. Like, he really does belong. Like, he's just so good. We would never see another Kirk Jay. Like, he's just different.
I agree.
We've never seen nothing like him before. So it's like we have to cherish this gem.
Yes.
Because he's a gem.
Also, cherish the bone structure, because I see that jawline, Kirk Jay. You're not playing with that.
On fleek, okay?
And I to go off your point of him and Blake Shelton's relationship, I absolutely love. And their coach duet, they sang "You Look So Good in Love" by George Strait. And this was just like a classic country performance.
Which we expected.
Which is different for Kirk Jay, actually, because he's not as much like Chris Kroeze in the sense, like, he does country, but it's not like that classical country.
Yeah. Like pop. Remember I always say he sounds like a pop country? But yeah.
So what do you think about their duet?
Oh, I loved it. I think it was great. I just love how Blake takes his, like, not just Kirk, but Chris as well. I just love how he takes them under their wing and make it seem like family. So I feel like their personal relationship helps the performance, you know? And it kind of just all ties in together. So it's just enjoyable to watch. So I just love them.
It is true. Like, in life in general, having mentors is so important. But in particular, this show, it's so important because they're performing in front of millions of people on live television. And if you don't have that confidence instilled in you by your coach, that would suck.
And then you have the best mentor. Like, you have a mentor that's a star already. Like, who could, like, what? Like, you're already set.
And his solo song, the original song, was called "Defenseless." And I do want to give credit to the songwriters of these songs. I'll go back, but this one was written by Laura Veltz, David Hodges, and Nicole Gallion, which is actually a Voice alumni. So that's really awesome. And this is where J Hud said she was ready to buy his album, and Shelton was pleased that Jay made her into a country fan.
And I think so, too. I mean, I feel like she's always been a low-key country fan. But, no, that was really sweet, though, when she did. I love that moment.
It was really cute. I loved his solo. I loved it.
Yeah, it was lovable. Okay, you know I have to always overanalyze. But, no, it was very lovable.
It was so good. I really I would download this.
But, honestly, everybody had good things tonight, though. I wasn't disappointed by anybody tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was really good.
I will go back and talk about the original song writers because I don't want to forget. Kennedy Holmes her original songs was written by Stefan Lichronik, Maggie Szabo, and Shaz Steven, Wade Mason. I like the long name. And yeah, that was the only other one I missed. So kudos to those songwriters, because I don't know how fast you whip that up, but awesome.
No,
Because
really
I feel like they all played to the artist very well. I do want to say shout out to everybody watching us right now. Let us know in the live chat what you guys thought about it. You know that our studio is producing after shows for you guys. And Sierra has a little bit more about that.
Yes, so of course, you know, we do all of your favorite TV shows, from dramas, reality TV, sci-fi, and more. So there's no network that works hardest to serve television fans, but we need your help. We're asking that you please subscribe to our YouTube channel. By subscribing to our channel, YouTube will suggest content that's tailor-made for you, and you'll help AfterBuzz continue to grow. And if you're worried about petty notifications, don't, because they're optional. So hit that subscribe button now for this channel, and check out our AfterBuzz YouTube channels as well. Let us know in the comments, so we'll thank you on air. For now, thanks for being the best fans of Purple. It's been the ESPN of TV Talk.
Yeah, you guys rock. We love you guys. And if you're listening on iTunes, make sure to hit those 5 stars, and also leave us a comment there, because we read those too, and we even might like those better. I don't know, maybe.
It gives us that juice.
So let's get into Chris Kroeze, Team Blake Shelton. His solo was Sweet Home Alabama by Lynyrd Skynyrd, and he didn't add much to this cover. I don't think that's a bad thing, because it is such a great song.
Yeah.
But it was a crowd pleaser.
And we talked about this behind. I think every time Chris does give a great performance every single time, but I feel like the other performers kind of elevate a little bit more every time. And he kind of stays in place, which is okay, because we do like what he gives us. But, you know, I just wanted him to just break free, you know, every time he sings. So, but it was always good, though. Always good for Chris.
Yeah, I agree. This song, he showcased his guitar playing, and his vocals are always great. I mean, like you said, we do love Chris Kroeze, but I agree. I think we've seen a little bit more growth in the other contestants. And that's not to say he wasn't starting at maybe a higher level, because he is a little older than some of the contestants. So it was a really enjoyable song. You can't not like this song and sing along to this song.
And you can't not like him singing, you know, either way. Yeah.
Coach Duet, 2 More Bottles of Wine by Emmylou Harris. This was really funny. Classic Blake Shelton. And they just had a really great time doing it, and it was enjoyable to watch.
That's what I say, yeah. Every time you with Blake, you cannot not like it. And I just think it's like he's the dad to them. Like, you know, like a father figure to them in a way. So, really dope.
Agreed. And then his solo, his original song, Human, written by Ross Copperman and Ashley Gorley and Shane McAnally. This was the one I saw a lot of articles specifically talking about this performance in this song in general, that it was more pop than usual for him, like a little bit more radio instead of that really deep country kind of roots he has, country rock roots he has.
Yeah.
And he really tapped into that pop side that I didn't know he could have, and I really like this song.
I think it was good. Like I said, we want to see something different. So I think, but unusual is always good. Like expect the unexpected. So I mean, I'm here for it. You know.
And I just thought it was a simple backdrop, and it just fit the song and the lyrics, and I feel like he really felt it when he was singing it. So I liked it.
And if you get performance, that's all that matters. You know, we just need a full-blown performance, and he gave it. So
yeah. And then Chevel Shepherd, Team Kelly Clarkson. Her solo was "It's a Little Too Late" by Tanya Tucker. And this was a really smooth, soulful type lyrical song, and I feel she stayed really true to those country roots. And Adam Levine said that it sounded classical sounding voice special.
See, I feel like no matter what song she sings, she's still gonna have that country twang in it, you know. So I think that's what makes every song sounds like her. Even if it's like a pop song or something crazy, it's always gonna sound like Chevel, because she has that country root voice, and I just love her. I literally said she does no wrong. She literally does no wrong. Like, she's just amazing.
She is really consistent.
Very consistent.
Really consistent.
But she's consistent but can tweak it, you know? You know, some people are just consistent, it's like, okay, but she's consistent but can, you know, throw little jabs in there to give it some spice, you know, when it's needed.
And I find it interesting that at her age, she's even found a really great kind of... she can go from the yodel tone to not using, like she doesn't overuse yeah, and that's important because oftentimes when people have something that they're really good and unique at, they can kill it.
Or they just over abuse it.
Yeah, that's what they overdo it. But then it's a hard mix because you want to hear it a lot, but you don't want it to not be special anymore.
But her yodeling, it sounds like, it's not like that hardcore, like, oh my gosh, okay, we get it. Like that annoying, like her yodeling is like I don't even know if a singing, I don't even know how to make it make sense. It just sounds beautiful.
Yeah.
It's not annoying, you know?
Her duet with Kelly Clarkson was rockin' with the Rhythm of the Rain by the Judds. Their voices, in my opinion, blended perfectly. And it was another just really high energy, engaging performance by Chevel.
I was excited to see them sing together. And I think Kelly doesn't have that type of voice, but she kind of has, like, her voice is complacent, but she can do a lot with it. So it meshed so well.
I mean, Kelly is, they've said it a few times, she's one of the highest selling artists ever in multiple genres.
Oh, yeah.
Because she's one of those people that hits everything. There's a few other, Justin Timberlake's probably one of them. The Weeknd's probably even one of them. But especially Taylor Swift, people like that, they can really hit a lot of things. Chevel Shepherd could be something like that.
No, seriously. She's definitely can.
And then her original was called Broken Hearts, original song written by Shane McAnally, Ashley Arison, and Aben Eubanks. And she actually pointed out that this was the first time she's recorded an original, and I just thought she sounded beautiful. The song kept things simple but highlighted her range, and it even made Kelly tear up.
I teared up. You know, I always say I'm crying. I'm a crybaby, but I mean, I just feel the emotion, I feel the connection, and I feel like that's what makes it better, you know? Like, when you have that emotion behind it, that's when you're like, wow, you're a performer. Like, you make your audience feel it. I'm your fan. I'm your audience.
it was a really great song. I again, kudos to those songwriters because you guys killed it. It could be easily like, we don't want to hear their original songs, but that's how you know that they're ready for the next step, when they can start singing their original songs, put meaning to them, and then make us being like, oh, let me add this to my iTunes.
And of course, as we go further down in the game, we start to see, of course, them showcase more, everything start to turn, so we see more artistry out of everybody, you know, which is good to see, which we need to see.
Let's talk about tonight's packed episode, a 2-hour finale, and it was literally packed, star-studded, beautiful, awesome, amazing, emotional, everything. So we started off with Kennedy Holmes and Kelly Rowland, one of the queens, and they sang When Love Takes Over. And
Shook.
They were so beautiful together.
So beautiful outfit from head to toe. The piece, I don't know who dressed them, but like, they have been killing it. I love Kelly Rowland, so I don't know if they got to pick who they wanted to perform with, but Kennedy and Kelly, that was a very perfect match for her, and they balance each other out, I feel. You know, it was a very beautiful performance to watch.
And it was interesting, though. I do think Kennedy is just so, like Jay had said, professional. It's crazy. Like, she's up here with a true vet.
True.
And she completely held her own. And was so confident, and she doesn't miss a note.
Even think with Jennifer, though. Like, she's been here before. I don't know how many times I can say that, but she's done this before.
Yeah.
And it shows every time she steps on the stage. Like, I mean, hey, but she's going to go somewhere either way it goes. But I don't get into that.
And then a fun celebrity performance after was Marshmello featuring Bastille, and they performed Happier. And I really like Bastille. I think his voice is really amazing, and it was just a cool little.
We were happy. We were happy watching it.
Yeah, we're like, we like this.
He made me happy. He actually turned my mood. You know, he shifted it.
Kirk Jay and Rascal Flatts, Back to Life. And he sang a Rascal Flatts song last night, so it just seemed like the perfect finale song.
Yeah, to end it on that. I like how they connected it.
And then we got a power quad back in the game. DeAndre, Nico, Mackenzie Thomas, Kimberly Joy, and Patrick Fortson. They sang Declaration. And honestly, like, can you guys make an album together?
I think I would buy it. You know,
Like, they
I
could
know
be
I would
the
buy it,
new-
actually. I would buy it, actually.
Like, they could be the new Pentatonics.
From the color... From the color coordination, did y'all peep that? I don't know if y'all peeped that, but they were ready, okay? And it was just good to see them. You know, we missed them. But it was just good to see them come and not just sing separately, but sing together. And it was phenomenal, okay?
And this is a good time for me to comment. I know you guys were so mad at us the 1 week we didn't comment on Adam Levine completely shading DeAndre Nico. Don't worry, we didn't miss that. Like, we were very upset about that because I think I like Reagan Strange, but she's just not at where DeAndre is right now, and she does not make me feel what DeAndre makes me feel when he's performing. And I feel like this was the perfect time for him to be like, do you hear this, Adam? I'm good.
Let me show you what you missed, you know. Hey.
And like I said in the comments to you guys, Adam was left with no one in this finals.
Which was crazy. And I mean, he just
that's what happens when you shade DeAndre Nico.
Or just we be picky in general, you know?
Yeah. Chris Kroeze and the Doobie Brothers, Long Train Runnin'. And this was cool seeing the Doobie Brothers perform.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
And this is so up Chris Cruise's alley. Like, he was probably like, this is my moment.
Was like, let me act like I up here doing my thing.
Yeah, I liked it.
He was so good. Yeah, he was good.
And it was cool to get like a classic rock band on stage.
They all meshed. Like, you would have thought Chris was a part of them. Like, naturally, really, though. Everyone had good matchups, though. Like, it was perfect.
I feel like he needs to take note from the Doobie Brothers, though, like how to rock on stage. Like, I need movement, Chris Kroeze.
Yeah. He did say, you know, he's trying. You know, Blake helped him a little bit get out his box. We got a little bit.
It's hard.
It's hard.
Put me on a stage in front of a million people. I'll probably be like, I'm going to do the Obama two-step. Yeah, Sierra will hit it.
I'm going to go.
And then we had last year's winner, Bryn, on stage, and she sang her new single, Last Night's Mascara, and season 14's winner, and she was amazing. And she's going on tour with Kelly Clarkson, which is so awesome of Kelly to bring her on tour with her.
So beautiful. And this was actually, for me, my first time hearing her sing, so I was like, oh, wow.
Yeah.
I love it. I see why you
what? It was?
Yes. I've never heard her sing. I think I've seen her, but I've never actually heard her sing.
Yeah,
so I was impressed.
She was like a favorite from her first blind audition.
Oh, wow. Well,
people really
cool.
liked her. And
I mean, she's going on tour, so.
She's stunning. Her voice is stunning. She had so much confidence.
So much confidence. And, like, she can do so much. She plays the guitar as well. I feel like once you're a triple threat when it comes to this, you're good in my book.
Great song. Like, I'm definitely putting that on my playlist. It was super catchy.
Very. And she looks so cute.
Panic at the Disco was next. Hey, look, Ma, I made it / High Hopes. And the lead singer of this band, Brendan Urie, is just like so charismatic always. And I'm glad to see them back performing a lot because I know that they kind of took a little bit of a break from what I remember. In high school, they were the band. And then at least I feel like for me, I didn't hear as much of their music. And then now they're just killing it.
And this is just me. Or did you feel like it was actually, even though they're already big, did you feel like it was a moment for the people as well that came to perform with them? I felt like this was a time for them to, you know, just come out and shine with the people. So I felt like that was really cool to watch. And I know they enjoyed it.
And they're so fun to... Yeah, they're so fun.
And it's still mind-blowing how they meshed all... Like, it just meshed like they were already a part. Like, they were already a group. So,
yeah.
It was dope. I loved it.
And then we had some people come back from not the Final Four. Reagan Strange, Sarah Grace, Abby Cates, and they sang Million Reasons. What did you think of this performance?
I think it was what fit them all, you know, as an entire whole, all three of them. I felt like it really fit them as, and I love the outfit coordination, how they made them all look like a little girl group. But, I mean, I liked it, and it was good to see, you know, old faces, for sure. I was like, oh, look at Abby.
This is my problem, though, is also another reminder of how DeAndre Nico got shaded, because, again...
She's so upset.
Reagan Strange can't hit her notes. And this does not mean I don't think she's an amazing singer, but there's either some notes she can't... I'm not a singing coach, so I can't tell if it's that there's some notes she just can't sing, and she shouldn't sing them, and because a lot of artists are in a certain range, or if she just needs to practice them.
It's the fact that when she hears it, it doesn't stick. That's what it is. It doesn't stick for long. So it's like it goes good, and it's like, but I mean,
it confuses me. And then we have John Legend and Esperanza Spalding.
Love
Have
him.
Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. I love John Legend.
I love all the Christmas songs. I'm a Christmas girl.
I mean, he's just amazing. And he will be coaching next season.
Next season.
Heck yes. I can't wait. Man, I would want him to coach me in life. Well, mainly I would want Chrissy Teigen to coach me in life, and I would want him to just serenade me throughout my life.
That'd be the perfect duo right there. You'd be the best person. That's
Jennifer Hudson and Kelly Clarkson sing "Oh Holy Night." Okay,
my fave.
They looked amazing.
Amazing. I was just about to say that. The outfit choice,
dang,
perfect.
Angels.
Literally.
And I just watched Black Swan, so it was kind of like triggering though.
It was a moment.
And it was.
But they sounded amazing together. And I think, is this the first time them singing together on the entire, so I think that was their first time performing together. So I was so excited to see them just see what they can do as a team. And they're just phenomenal. I loved it.
And then we have Chevel Shepherd and Dan and Shay singing Speechless.
I enjoy watching that.
Chevel sounded amazing.
Amazing.
And I just feel like there was some mic issues though on this one, but it was still a great performance.
Yeah, and they like I said, and that's another one. They all cope well together. I love the outfits, the blazers the men are wearing now.
Yes,
Tailored
I'm
to
like,
the
okay
T,
style,
color, okay pop. But no, it was really good to watch. And I think this was a very good choice for her. You know, she was the only girl on the stage, so she made, she stood her ground to be the only female with two other men with her singing beside her. So she did really good. She just keeps showing that she can do anything.
Yeah, and she looked really comfortable on stage.
Very comfortable on stage. Yes.
Dierks Bentley, Burning Man, and I like this performance. It wasn't there were so many performances of the night. This was he was really feeling the song though. Did you like this song?
It was cool. You know me. But no, it wasn't bad. No, but no, it was good though.
I love the confidence.
In who, me?
No, him. You too.
No, it was good though.
And then Halsey, Without Me, and she actually was on The Voice a few times this season, being a mentor. And she's just so passionate. She's freaking gorgeous. And her voice is one of a kind. I actually was late to the Halsey train where at first I'm like, I didn't realize the uniqueness of her voice because I was like, is it auto-tuned? Like, I didn't know.
Yeah.
And then I kept seeing her perform more and more. I'm like, dang, no, she's just, live and sounds the same. No auto-tune.
We were talking about that. If you're an artist that can sing live, that means you're great, okay? Because you have people that are great on the radio, but on that concert time, that tour time, it ain't it.
Okay, let's get to the results. We started with the results in the cold open, but I mean, the ordering of this, personally, please tell us in the chat how you felt about this. Personally, I was shook.
Please tell us. We just want to hear. I want to hear for sure. I want to hear.
In fourth place.
Hold on.
Kennedy Holmes, Team Jennifer, a travesty. Fourth place?
Huh? What's the meme? What?
I just did a double chin on my way to that meme. Fourth place for Kennedy Holmes?
We're being pranked.
This is the only silver lining. Jennifer Hudson was also fourth place on American Idol.
Wow.
Yep.
That's a good. Hey, we're not going to compare the two, but we're just going to say that, we've been saying this for a minute. We see how America really does it. And I told Steph, I'm not surprised after seeing how everything else went leading up to this, but it did hurt. It for sure did hurt.
It's hard because, again, this whole, even when it was 16, when it was 8, 4.
10.
Everyone everyone is amazing. It's true. Like, everyone is amazing, and everyone also has their favorites, but it's true. In American Idol, any voting thing, we know that there's a demographic that really goes hard in the votes. And it's fair. If you vote, you win. So I'm not hating on that.
At all. We're not
think
haters, by the way.
Kennedy Holmes is just a star, and her age is just... she is defining Aaliyah's song "Age is Just a Number" because dang.
And it's like, I don't see how you don't see that. Like, it's just gotta give credit where it's due, but
And this is where third place I lost my mind, because going from fourth place Kennedy Holmes to third place, who I thought actually was gonna win, we have Kirk Jay, third place for Kirk Jay.
I just cried.
How are you gonna let my mom down like that?
How you gonna do it like that, America? Like,
he's one of a kind.
You would never see another Kirk Jay. You had your moment, and he's different. I don't know. You have to love different. You have to love Kirk. And third place, that was a tough pill to swallow for me. I gotta be honest. It was tough.
It was tough because I really thought, just based off a lot of country voters win usually. People because they vote for country singers.
Yeah.
And I'm just surprised because I really thought he was going to win.
And then not even that, he's just a different type of country we've never seen before, and you probably will never see before.
He created a whole new lane for himself. Like,
but I mean, if he's gonna stick with it.
Yeah, and I love what he said to Blake. Like, I love you, man. I hope we stay friends.
Yeah,
like, and they will. I know Blake will mentor him, because that's a come up for Blake.
What? And Blake said, welcome to the country fam. Like, that's an invitation.
Yeah,
accept it, take it, cherish it. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna see more Kirk. It's okay.
And Chelsea M90 in the chat, what's up? This was about Kennedy Jones. She said, when she ended in the bottom last week, I kind of figured. I agree. When she was in the bottom last week, I was shocked too.
And that's what
Same with
said.
Mackenzie Tom. Like, dang.
That's what I said. After that last time, I was not surprised anymore, because I knew how it was going to be set up. From that moment, I knew what it was going to be. I was going to be hurt, but I knew what was going to happen.
And then when we were left with the final two, Kroeze and Chevel Shepherd, this had to go one way for me. So in second place, we have Kroeze, Team Blake. This makes sense.
Yeah.
Which makes the winner of season 15, Chevel Shepherd, Team Kelly, crowned twice.
Back to back.
And
we should have played Drake.
Yeah, maybe we should. That's a banger for life. Chevel Shepherd. When I saw those two, I said it has to be Chevel.
Oh yeah.
Because I do think Kroeze is amazing, and I think all four of these have a great career ahead of them. And it would be a shame if a producer or managers didn't pick them up.
Yeah.
Just idiotic. But Chevel Shepherd, out of those two, had to be the winner for me. And we've always loved her.
We've always loved Chevel. Like, I've talked nothing but highly of her. She's so cute. You cannot
like, when she won, it's not like I can be mad at all, because she's amazing.
Yeah. It's not one of those like, America, what are you doing?
She consistently brings the heat.
And that last performance with her and Kirk Jay, she made her point, and she made it clear. Okay,
yeah, that's true.
It sold it. It stuck it there after that.
Yeah, she's really amazing, and I think like people really love her.
Yeah,
like, she was
love her.
never in the ball. She never had to sing for an instant save.
She always, and if she did, she always won first. She always came out of it first. But I don't think she
did. I think she always got voted through. And she ever since it was like her and Sarah Grace, I knew it had to be Chevel Shepherd, because she's just amazing. And this is a perfect segue to get into our news and gossip, actually.
AfterBuzz TV News.
You guys, we have the most exciting news of the season. Tomorrow, 12 p.m. in studio, we will have the winner of season 15, aka Chevel Shepherd, interviewing with Sierra.
Yay, my mind-blowing. I'm so excited.
I unfortunately, sadly, so sad, won't be here, but we will have another co-host in the house who has actually been on the carpet a few times and with them the past 2 weeks. So she has a great relationship with them. So that will be awesome to have the duo going on there. And
it's gonna be exciting.
It will be so exciting to really get to talk to her.
We feel like we know them too. Like I feel like we watched them grow, the entire season. So I feel like I know Chevel at this point.
I said tomorrow, I mean Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
So sorry, Thursday. In my head, I was thinking it was Wednesday, which is the day I could have come, but I can't come Thursday. My bad, guys. Thursday, 12 p.m. Sierra will have Chevel Shepherd in studio interviewing her.
So please stay tuned because you guys, it's Chevel. It's the winner. It's the voice, and you love us. So tune in, okay?
And you guys, write the questions you would want asked in the comments below, because Sarah will for sure get into it, and that'll be really fun because you are a part of our panel as well. That's the AfterBuzz way of life. You are co-hosting with us.
So yeah, make sure you do that so we can chat about it together, guys.
Yeah. And that wraps it up for. There's no predictions, unfortunately. But give us your lasting,
lasting impressions. Lasting impressions. Well, it was a nice little run, But overall, it was a very interesting season. Of course, we had a lot of ups and downs, as you guys see. We had a lot of favorites. We had a lot of, lows. But overall, it was a really cool season to watch. I feel like it was a lot of talented people. And I know that everyone that, even if they didn't win, they're going to go somewhere. We're going to see their names again. So I'm just excited to see the future for everybody.
Definitely. I feel the exact same way. I think that they all have such great careers. This has been such a good season.
Such a good season. So I have so many favorites from this season, so I'm excited. And Chevel was always one of my favorites, so I'm really excited.
And I just think that it's going to be hard to beat this next season. I say this every year, but the talent this season was so packed. I picked favorites off of my personal favorite, but I knew watching them, I was like, dang, they're all so good.
But not even that. From the past seasons, this was one of the, I'm not going to say the best, but it was top 2, top 5, top 3. Yeah, it was one of the tops. I enjoyed it.
Let's end with a special segment on a positive note where we give our favorite standout moment of the final 2 episodes. Pick one.
Oh.
Or if you can't pick one, you can pick one from each night.
Okay, of course, I have to say the performance with Patrick and Kimberly and McKinney.
Oh, really?
It just made my heart warm to see them because, they were my favorites. And, we have to watch them go. So just to see them come back one last time on the finale was very good to see and feel. And then my other one, I have to say, I just love Blake. I love the relationship he has with Chris and both Kirk. But, just in the scene with him kissing Chris the whole time, I just love watching them. And it lets me know that, this is not for show. They're going to really be, tight after this. And I love that they can take that home with them, whether it's a lose or a win. So they always have their coaches, I feel. And I think that's beautiful.
Agreed. My favorite from last night was Kennedy Holmes singing Confident by Demi Lovato because seeing a woman, a young girl with confidence, it's so hard at that age, and especially just being a woman of color or girl of color, it's unbelievably hard, I'm sure. And so I loved it. And her professionalism, her confidence, her beauty, her talent is out of this world. And for tonight, I do love the 4-person performance that you picked. Mm-hmm. And I don't know. Let me look through tonight. I guess I would have to say, what?
I did say what was cool. They were in the Target commercial.
Oh,
so that was cool. So the last 4 contestants were in the Target commercial during the show. So I really thought that was cool to watch and just some fun for them to do. You'd been the last 4, so I really did enjoy watching that.
I think it was awesome seeing Brynn perform last night's Mascara, because it shows you what the voice can do, and it shows you how much growth each person can make.
It takes you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. So that was just a full circle moment. To have her being on tour with Kelly is so freaking awesome.
Yes. So this time next year, look, we'll be talking about Chevel and where she's been.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
So until Thursday when they see you.
Yes, we'll be back twice in 1 week. You can't get no better than that, guys.
Yep.
Twice in 1 week.
Where can we find you?
So you can find me on my Twitter and my Instagram at Sierra Renee.
And you guys can find me at Steph Sabraw on Instagram and Twitter. Thank you guys so much for tuning in all season. Like I said, Thursday, 12 p.m., we will have Chevel Shepherd in studio with a special interview. But make sure you guys comment below and let us know the questions you have. I will see you guys next season, hopefully.
Yes.
And
I will
Sierra,
see you
we'll
guys on
Thursday.
Thursday. Please leave your comments. Bye, guys.
Our founder, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and me, Maria Menounos, would like to thank you for tuning in to AfterBuzz TV. Remember, we're not just the first, we're the biggest in the world, and we're the only destination for all your favorite TV shows. Whatever you crave, we've got it. So go to AfterBuzzTV.com and check out our lineup. Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.